Thanks for staying up with us tonight. A member of the White House Coronavirus Task Force pays a visit to Mississippi. It's part of a tour of southern states as they see COVID-19 cases surge. Courtney Ann Jackson explains.
White House Coronavirus Task Force Coordinator Dr. Deborah Birx spent about an hour and a half meeting with Mississippi political, medical, and business leaders Wednesday.
Sit there and listen to somebody that firsthand and has the firsthand information about this virus and how it affects us was phenomenal.
It's one thing to see the statistics and know the numbers and all of those things that we look at. They are important data points. But when you visit a place and you see the people and you talk to the people, I think that makes a real difference. She gave us some very good sense of where we are with the vaccines because, you know, as we manage through this process, really everybody is wondering, okay, what can we do next? How can we treat this? How can we prevent it?
Governor Tate Reeves has received updates on calls with Dr. Birx and other governors throughout the crisis, but says he had new takeaways today.
There appears to be a growing consensus around lots of spread happening at bars. And so that is a topic that we are currently considering. The conversation is going something like this. Should bars statewide be closed? Should bars in those 13 counties be closed? Or exactly what does that look like?
Dr. Thomas Dobbs was pleased to hear her perspective on several different issues they've been following closely.
How asymptomatic spread is such a big component of what's going on. And so part of that is we've got to assume everyone's got it. We can't let symptoms be the way that we sort of, you know, cull out our social gathering.
And both Reeves and Dobbs note there are a few counties the White House is particularly focused in on based on recent numbers.
Counties that she mentioned are the ones, or some of the DeSoto, the Jackson Metro, Harrison, but also Forest County are really on their radar.
All of those, aside from Forest County, have new restrictions, and they too could soon be added to the list. Courtney Ann Jackson, WCBI News.
Dr. Dobbs says Dr. Birx told the group there are more plans for more investment in Mississippi, particularly for more testing in long-term care facilities. Dr. Birx's visit comes as Mississippi sees another record number of COVID cases. The Mississippi State Department of Health reporting 1,025 new cases today and 18 deaths. Nearly 1,100 people are in the hospital with suspected or confirmed cases of COVID-19. The number of people in ICU and on ventilators has also increased to a new record level. Yesterday, there were 8 ICU beds available right here in the Golden Triangle. The latest numbers are adding fuel to the face mask debate. Just last week, Governor Tate Reeves made face masks mandatory for 13 counties. The Mississippi State Medical Association says that's not enough. Robbie Martinez talks with a doctor from that organization who says research has shown that masks do help prevent the spread of this disease.
Masks do decrease the transmission.
Wearing one out in public is something Dr. Emily Landrum is hoping will soon be mandatory for the entire state.
They are going to protect people getting it from others more than it's going to protect the wearer. So if I have a mask on, that is preventing me from spreading any potential coronavirus particles that I may have.
In recent days, COVID cases have continued to climb. Wednesday, the Mississippi Department of Health reports 1,025 new cases, along with 18 deaths. And to Landrum, just 3 simple tactics can help these numbers go down.
Doing masking for everyone, continuing the other things that we know help, so washing hands and keeping good social distance practice. Those 3 things are going to be the biggest influences that can help decrease our numbers.
And for those who disagree with wearing a face mask, Landrum is hoping they'll soon have a change of heart.
I think the biggest message is that there's no evidence to suggest that wearing a mask is harmful, and we need to continue practicing those 3 tenets. I really hope that as a society we can stick to that and come together and do it.
The Mississippi State Department of Health website says social distancing is another way to help prevent the spread of COVID-19. Beginning next week, you will have to wear a face covering when going to shop at Walmart. The retailer made the announcement today. The rule will also apply at Sam's Club stores. Walmart will have what it calls health ambassadors near the entrance of its stores to remind shoppers of the requirement. Stores will reportedly provide masks to shoppers who don't have one. Late this afternoon, KROGER also announced it will require customers to wear masks next week. In a post on Twitter, the company said the policy will go into effect July 22nd. The store's associates, they're already wearing masks. Other national chains have mask mandates in place, including Starbucks and Best Buy. Masks won't be required here in Lowndes County just yet. During this morning's meeting, supervisors voted to table the issue until the next board meeting. Supervisors want to discuss whether they will require all businesses in the county or just county-operated buildings to abide a mandate. They say they also want their decision to work well with what the city of Columbus is doing. Right now, Columbus requires anyone in public to wear a mask. Supervisors next meet on August 3rd. New tonight, Maben City Hall will reopen tomorrow after being closed today for professional cleaning and sanitizing. City Clerk Natasha Rose tells WCBI an employee in the building tested positive for COVID-19. Though the building will reopen tomorrow, municipal court scheduled at 5 p.m. has been moved to August 20th. Other employees in the building are also being tested. East Mississippi Community College will open to the public next week. EMCC locations will reopen Monday from 8 until 4:30. Dr. Scott Alsobrooks says safety and security measures will be in place. Though specific protocols were not released, the college will offer virtual options to connect with students.
A few gusty showers and storms in the region this evening. One of those moved through Louisville. We caught that with our Louisville, Mississippi sky cam. Some downpours, some thunder and lightning. We also had some of the Golden Triangle area. A great sunset in the wake of that. Starkville, not too bad here. Alabama as well, looking back to the east, or back to the west, I do believe there, from West Alabama. But what we did have, gone. All quiet right now. Things are shaping up to be a pretty quiet night. Lows will be down into the 70s here. And then we'll warm back up into the low 90s by midday tomorrow. Partly cloudy, a chance for some isolated to scattered storms in the afternoon. But look at these temperatures, mid-90s likely. The heat index between 100 and 110. Your full forecast in just a few minutes.
Speaking of that heat, it is on, as Keith just said, here in Mississippi. Meteorologists are warning about the dangers of being outside. And if we feel the heat, just imagine how hot it is for our pets. Our Savannah Gato talked to a veterinarian today to understand the signs and symptoms of heat exhaustion in our furry friends.
Heat strokes happen very quickly, and when they do, problems come very quickly too. So you need to be able to recognize it. If you think they're struggling, just from exercise in general, if you come back and you've left them in a car, you got to make sure you get them into the veterinarian quickly, because bad things happen quickly, and then we have to take them in and really try to get them cooled off.
Dr. Reggie Little, a vet at Animal Medical Center, says there are many symptoms of heat exhaustion and pet owners need to watch for these signs.
Panting, if you see them really labored breathing, normally if you look at your dog's normal tongue color, you want a pink tongue. If that thing is purple, dark red, if they're panting, salivating, anything else can happen.
Little says one of the best things you can do is to just keep your dog inside.
The air conditioner is the best place to be. If you can't keep them inside, provide everything you possibly can for help. Shade, natural shade is the best. If you can't have natural shade with trees, make sure you provide coverings, awnings. Watch out for just concrete. If you have a dog's kennel on concrete, that heats up so fast. So make sure you try to provide whatever you can to cool down. Fresh water, clean water, changing it out regularly. Kiddie pools are great ideas. Get your kiddie pool full of water, let them play in it.
When it comes to your dog's health, make sure you are
using common sense. If you're hot, they're hot. Get them inside, and Lord, don't let them get in the cars. That's just not a good thing.
Now, if you want to take your dog on a walk or a run, the best times to go are early in the morning or later in the afternoon. And you may want to take a bottle of water and a collapsible bowl just in case. Monroe County deputies are asking for your help tonight finding a missing man. Take a look at your screen here. This is Mike Brown. He was last seen July 9th. The 51-year-old man is from the Cason community near Bigby in northern Monroe County. If you have any information on where Brown might be, you're asked to call the Monroe County Sheriff's Department. Drivers around downtown Columbus, you need to prepare for a big construction project that's going to start Monday. The first phase of the new mini roundabout project, it's going to start this upcoming Monday. Now the project, it will start near Harvey's here in downtown Columbus. Now, this is a look at kind of what the project will look like when it is finished. The idea of the mini roundabouts, they came after an NDOT survey showed that between 2012 and 2017 that 111 accidents happened on the corridor between Highway 82, the Highway 82 on-ramp and 6th Street. City engineer Kevin Stafford says they're starting with the mini roundabout near Harvey's because data showed that 60% of the accidents that took place happened on that stretch of road as drivers come into town.
The mini roundabout keeps everybody moving, but it slows everybody down. And by slowing everybody down, you also bring awareness, a heightened awareness to the pedestrians in this area, which again, this will give some new and better connectivity for the pedestrians at the mini roundabout.
Drivers will start seeing signs about the upcoming construction tomorrow. And the cost of the project is over $750,000. 80% of the cost is federally funded, while the city is footing the bill for the other 20%. All right, we're going to send things back over to Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson. Keith, that muggy meter that you guys have every now and then, it is off the charts.
It's off the charts. I'm not even showing it because we know how bad it is. And the temperatures today were in the mid-90s. Tomorrow, West Point, Case in Point, mid-90s. We start out early in the 70s, so if you have anything to do outdoors, try to do it early if you can. There will be a chance for some storms scattered around here during the afternoon. Your full forecast is next.
Your WCBI First Alert AccuWeather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson.
A great looking time lapse from downtown Columbus, one of the best we've had in a while I can recall. Look at this, some budding clouds about 6:30, some showers developing, and then an outflow boundary came on in right there, kicked off even more development here, some gusty breezes. We had some winds up to about 38 miles per hour at the base. Now at Durham's Pharmacy in Vernon, much the same story, bubbling clouds right here, check this out. And then that outflow boundary kicked on in from the south, there it is. And notice the trees right there rustling around with those gusty winds to give us a brief cool down. The showers, the storms done, but we had some good rain in some instances and also a lot of lightning and very loud thunder. Tomorrow, another heat advisory, the entire area here. We will just have many more of these issued each and every day, so it should come to no surprise that the heat index should be over 105 degrees tomorrow, much like today. That's what we are expecting here in the region. Also on Friday, too, through the weekend and into early next week, outside of any storm. We've got a great pup here tonight. We got Belle giving us that look again. Why are the temperatures so hot? Well, it's July here in the deep South Belt, mid-90s, a chance for some spotty storms here each and every day. So hope for one of those to come on through, stir up the wind, and give us a nice little reprieve, albeit brief, from that heat and humidity. So chances for some rain tomorrow through the weekend into next week. And that's just the way it is down here in the deep South in the dead of summer. I'm calling this a dead of summer just because it's the summer doldrums here. Not a lot of wind flow. These storms will perk on up and then likely collapse, especially after sunset. There's a boundary back to the north here tonight, and that will come on into the region starting tomorrow. In the morning, pretty quiet. During the afternoon, some clouds. We'll watch that boundary, Arkansas, Tennessee, for more organized activity. Some of that could actually meander down here into Mississippi during the latter part of the day into the evening. We'll see. But typically, whatever develops during the day will go away after sunset, and we may see a few more showers and storms around here as we get into your Friday. So that's the lay of the land. You know the drill. Tonight, down into the mid to low 70s. Tomorrow, highs in the mid 90s, 93 to 96 plus or minus. And as we mentioned, that heat index off the charts, 100 to 110, much like today. So stay cool, stay hydrated, limit your exposure to that powerful sunshine, stay in the AC if you can, get out early, do work late, hope for a storm, yada, yada, yada. Scott, back to you.
Watching WCBI News at 10 with Scott Martin.
Welcome back, everyone. We all enjoy a little fun in the sun. So tonight we dive more into summer safety with Dr. Morris in our Health Talk with Baptist.
Hi, I'm Dr. Andrea Morris, pediatrician at Baptist Memorial Hospital, Golden Triangle. How do you know if your pool is safe for children? First, remember, there should always be adult supervision. The adult must know how to swim. Your pool fence should be at least 4 feet high, should not have more than 4 inches between vertical slats, should be climb resistant, should not have objects or furniture near it, should be self-closing and self-latching. Latches should be placed at least 54 inches from the bottom of the gate. Gate doors should open away from the pool. Above the ground pools should have ladders removed when pool is not in use. In addition to a fence, use door alarms, window guards, pool covers, ensuring the child cannot slip under, self-closing or self-latching doors to the house. Empty and put away blow-up pools after use. No riding toys near the pool, no electric appliances near the pool, no running on the deck. Be aware of pool and spa drain that can trap a swimmer underwater. If a drain is missing or broken, the pool should not be used. Take caution with diving. Diving in shallow water or water that has not been checked for underwater objects can result in serious injuries or death. Join us next time for Health Talk with Baptist, when we will discuss how to protect your child from the heat.
Mail your topic suggestions to healthtalk@wcbi.com. Health Talk has been brought to you by Baptist Memorial Hospital Golden Triangle.
Alabama Week continues on the high school football tour. More on Pickens County right after the break.
Here's WCBI Sports with Chris Bolton.
Alabama Week continues as we take a look at Pickens County. The Tornadoes had another impressive season, finishing 11-3, but falling just short of that ever-elusive gold trophy. Now the Tornadoes enter the season in hopes of getting over the hump. Pickens County is stopped number 24 on the high school football tour.
WCBI Sports 2020 High School Football Tour is brought to you by Itawamba Community College, Cannon Ford of Starkville, Monroe County Farm Bureau, Max South Broadband, and the Bank of Vernon.
The Pickens County Tornadoes entered the 2020 season looking to continue causing a stir. The Tornadoes are coming off back-to-back state semifinal appearances and are hungry for more. Head coach Michael Williams is eager to do so with a new group.
As a coach, this is the year that you go into it and you got to do a lot more coaching and teaching than you had to do the past couple of years, and for me it's exciting.
Those guys left a legacy and just keep it going, try to pull it out this year.
The Tornadoes will try to fill the shoes left behind by quarterback Algeron Edwards, wide receiver Tadarian McIntosh, and Alabama Crimson Tide lineman Jamarian Latham. Players the team knows they can't replace, but look to build on what they started.
They understand what we have to do to be better. You can't, basically you cannot replace a Jamarian Latham. You have to be able to get a couple of guys to do what he did and make them understand that what we're doing now is going to be a little bit different than what we've done the past couple of years.
They always tried to keep it real. They gave it all they got and everything they do, never gave up. So we just got to keep doing what they do.
A couple players who will play a big part in Pickens County's success are senior linebacker and returning tackles leader KJ Bird and junior quarterback Javion Bell.
We're very excited about the things that Javion can do on the field. It's just about putting him in the position to be successful and put some players around him that understand the game and be able to exploit his skills a little bit more than we did last year.
They don't know what we have because they used to seeing the same people like every year. So they sleeping on us, but we're going to wake them up like always.
As the Tornadoes look to not only continue their winning ways, but to get over the hump, they're aware it's going to take more hard work and dedication than ever.
I don't want people to get complacent and think that's just the norm. Pickens County, we've got a lot to be proud of what we've done the past 4 years. And this year is all about building on what those guys did and what we've done collectively as a group. And like I said, just try to build on and get over that hump and actually bring one of the championships back to Pickens County.
We got to finish because we always make it far, but we don't finish. So we're just running their practice and running through the line, finish every rep we do at practice, and they just help us go over that league.
With Pickens County on the high school football tour, Chris Bolton, WCBI Sports.
WCBI Sports 2020 High School Football Tour with Pickens County High School is brought to you by Alicia Clark of Alpha Insurance in Vernon, Shop and Save, and J-San Flooring Professionals.
Here's a look at some of the upcoming stops we have. Next, we'll take a look at Gordo. The Green Wave, they look to have a big-time season coming up. They bring back a lot of key players. They look to be very good and make another run at a state championship. Then we'll finish things off with Aliceville and Sullivan for Alabama Week. Then we'll take a look back into the Mississippi schools, getting back into 3A teams with Aberdeen on Sunday. Then we'll take a look at Choctaw County, Belmont, Houston, and Knoxville County, who won the North half in 3A. Then we'll take a look at Calhoun Academy next Friday. That's all we have for sports. We'll have more coming up after the break.
Warm and steamy today, and that will be the same story for you Thursday, Friday, the weekend, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I think overall there could be more widespread rain coverage by the middle of next week. That could lower temperatures a little bit, but I think really for the next 5-6 days or so, somewhere in the mid-90s, the heat index 100 to 110, Scott, lows in the 70s. It's muggy now. If you step outdoors, just keep the fans and AC close.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Keith. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.